POAP stands for Proof of Attendance Protocol and is a system that allows people to collect digital badges whenever they carry out a particular activity, whether in person or digitally. POAPs are considered NFTs because they exist on the Ethereum blockchain. They are unique, meaning they are not interchangeable or replicable, and they are collectible. One of the best things about POAPs is that they are free to use. Anybody can use them, meaning that they are also highly accessible. Now, in the next part of this video, we're going to talk about different ways they can be useful for the person that is collecting them and the person that is issuing them. But stick around until the end because we are going to talk about 3 things you need to know before you create your own POAP drop. So how are they useful? The first thing is, since they are collectible, they can be displayed by the collector to show which communities they are involved in and what events they have attended for bragging rights. The second use case can be the fact that they can be used as tickets for collectors to access certain events, exclusive content, discounts, or chat groups, among other things. The third thing is they can be used as prize raffle tickets on a website called POAP.fun, which is a free open source initiative in the POAP ecosystem. For the issuer, a POAP's distribution metrics can be used to signal a community's interaction and engagement by tracking how many people have attended an event or have performed a particular action that is needed for you to acquire a POAP. On a sentimental note, it's just a way for collectors to save their memories in the crypto space and be able to showcase and validate them later on to their friends or to anyone who might be interested in that. Now, let's move on to the last part of this video where I'm going to be sharing with you, as I told you earlier, the 3 things you need to know before you create your own POAP drop. Just because POAPs are free to use does not make them free from regulation. When you create a POAP and you want it to go live, before you do that, you would need to submit it as a petition to the POAP curation body, which is a group within the POAP Foundation that basically determines which POAP drops are allowable. This is so that they can keep the POAP ecosystem enjoyable for collectors. Now, there are a few things that will definitely get your POAP drop rejected, and you can take a screenshot of them as they appear on the screen right now. Secondly, a POAP should have both copy and creative. Copy being the title and description, creative being either a PNG image or a GIF. About the copy, it should be in English, free of spelling and grammatical errors. It should include some information about the reason behind the POAP drop. It should have some details on how the drop will be conducted, and it should also indicate where and when the event is taking place. About the creative, it should be cropped to a circular shape of not more than 500 pixels in diameter. It should not exceed 200 KB in size. It should not include profane or explicit content, and copyrighted or trademarked content is only allowed when associated with official corporate issuer accounts, which we'll show you how to apply for in the next video. Thirdly, you must figure out a favorable distribution method for you. Good distribution ensures that only collectors that have met the eligible requirements can acquire a POAP, and even then can only get one. Now, the distribution method you decide to go with will be determined by the POAP drop size, and it will be either via mint links, website, secret, or delivery. We are not going to cover any of these in this video. However, we've linked an article in the description where you can read more about them and learn which one will work for you when you decide to create your drop. Since you've stuck with us until the end of this video, we would like to share with you an extra piece of information that you need to know, and it's to do with your POAP drop review. When you submit your petition to the POAP curation body, you can expect one of 3 outcomes. The first is approval without comment. The second is a request for more information that the curator will use to make a decision about your drop. And the third is conditional approval, where you'll be required to make minor changes to your POAP content, which will then be revised and approved. Now, keep in mind that there is always the possibility that your POAP drop will be rejected. And the 3 main reasons as to why this might be the case, starting from the most common, are 1. Unremarkable events, 2. Poor drop execution, and 3. Poor production quality. That brings us to the end of this video. If you are interested in watching us create our POAP drop live, then subscribe to the channel as the video will be dropping tomorrow. So until next time.